U.S. team.
Okay, we only have time, Dennis, for one more. Let's put up the last five, Brian, just so Dennis can enjoy his great work. A couple of these. Kevin
Dennis loves looking at his great work.
Yeah, the two righties with one lefty was a real factor. But let me go back to.
You're going to give me something better.
Yeah, let's go back to Bedard for a second. The goal, maybe. I mean, you had 2 overtime wins, so there's a ton of pressure and a lot of neat things you did there. But to have Roy take the draw over Stankoven on his strong side to win it back to Del Mastro, who goes down the wall and feeds to Bedard to get you back in the American game. Is that your call? Is that Stankoven going over to Joshua? What happened there?
Yeah, that would be a little bit of a feel for them too. And the one thing what's really good about these players is their willingness to be unselfish and knowing how the game's going and who they've maybe had a little bit of a difficult time against as well. And obviously Joshua had an unbelievable tournament for us. I call him the ultimate utility player. He starts all over, wing, offside, strong side, center, power play, penalty kill. He did the same for us in the summer. Probably one of the most quietest performances of a point a game plus guy in the summer for us. So, when we get into those situations out there, these guys are all playing for one thing in mind, a gold medal. So they swallow their pride, their ego. And if they're not taking a draw and they feel someone else is better, they're obviously versatile and playing the wing and center. So the flexibility for those guys out there to be able to make that adjustment, I give full credit to those players.
So, Dennis, don't go anywhere. We're going to go online with the rest of the interview. We have games we have to show here on Hockey Night in Canada, but thank you for this first few minutes. Again, a hearty congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sportsnet.ca. Kevin and I will keep going with Dennis here in just a moment. That's your Hockey Central, presented by DraftKings.
With the NHL and Sportsnet.
Come closer to the music. Make me want you. Make me lose it. Oh, come closer to the music. Need all of your company. And I just wanna feel it. Can you feel it? Like a melody in the air. These times, you learn to love again. These times, they go and come again. These nights, make it easy to pretend like this nights never end. It's alright, alright. These nights, you learn to love again. These nights, they go and come again. These nights, make it easy to pretend like this nights never end. It's alright, alright. These nights, start a fire. It's a movement, lift me higher, get me loose it, oh, deep desire, yeah, you gotta use it, need all of your company, and I just wanna feel it, can you feel it, like a melody in the air, these nights, you learn to love again, these nights, they go and come again, these nights.
Saturday night on Hockey Night in Canada.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans of the United States and different lands.
This is Hockey Night in Canada on Sportsnet.
You want action? We've got action for you here tonight.
Oh, did you see that? What a performance.
Doesn't get any better than this.
He's got a step. He's in alone. There's a chance for Crosby. He scores. Absolutely amazing.
First Saturday night of 2023 and the first NHL game for you. Mary Kay and Eric, congratulations. Must have been a holiday gift, but what a nice treat to go see Mitch Marner chasing 500 points. Hey, happy birthday. Austin Matthews got 500 on Tuesday. Toronto and Detroit, original 6 rivals, collide at Scotiabank Arena. This is cool, too. Michael Pizzetta. By the way, Loud Luxury opened the telecast there, featuring Kiddo. These Nights was the name of the song. That's Fafa Ka, who is the DJ at Bell Center. Pizzetta, he is always great in warm-up and in the games. Montreal Canadiens and the St. Louis Blues. That's something Kevin would say. And here come the Ottawa Senators. They've got a roll going, 4 of 5, 2 in a row, some big wins. Stützle's got 5 in his last 6, 8 points. And the Seattle Kraken are on a roll as well. Good evening, Kelly Rudy, Jennifer Botterill. Jason won 3 consecutive World Junior Championships. Only player ever in Canadian history to do that. So congrats to Jason, Jennifer, and to Kevin Bieksa. We get ready for these nights. You know, just the joy around the last few nights. Our first show here of 2023. You think of what we saw in Halifax and Moncton. Just cannot say enough about everybody involved. The broadcast, obviously the fans, the support, and of course Team Canada. Just an amazing effort, and just thought we'll never top that. And last night watching Tampa Bay Lightning at Winnipeg, here's Rick Bowness as a head, associate, or assistant coach. That's game number 2,600 behind the bench. And here's Connor's winner. Kyle rips it. Did you see Morgan Barron go get the empty net goal? And did you see the crowd in Canada Place? Very same thing. Nothing but jubilation. So
Bones looks good for 80.
Doesn't he, though?
Yeah.
I know.
For 80? 80 years old. He's got to be 80, isn't he?
He's absolutely.
2,600 games.
To do something you love, Rick, is to drink from the fountain of youth, and you've got it. Kyle Vakoska, so do you. Down to you at Scotiabank.
Hey, Ron, both Toronto and Detroit coming off a pair of losses this week. Chief Stacey Laforme and the Mississaugas of the Credit spoke to the Leafs this morning. His message was, we should all be doing what we can to make the world just a little bit better. Michael Linklater is part of the Toronto Raptors Indigenous Advisory Circle. He was one of the best 3-on-3 basketball players in the world. He said how anyone gets good at anything is by sacrificing their leisure time to dedicate themselves to their craft. So simple, yet a big reason why the likes of Mitch Marner and Dylan Larkin continue to lead their teams. We have members of Canada's World Junior team, including Shane Wright in the house tonight, so plenty of examples of dedication to being just a little bit better. Carolyn Cameron, over to you in Montreal.
Thanks, Kyle. New year, new line for the St. Louis Blues. With injuries to Ryan O'Reilly and Vladimir Tarasenko, they've got a new look first line with Pavel Buchnevich, Robert Thomas, and Jordan Kyrou. They tested it out, and it went well in November. Last 2 games, both wins on the road. This top line is combined for 11 points. Scoring's been a little harder to come by for the Montreal Canadiens, unless, of course, your name is Cole Caulfield, who tonight will look to become the 3rd Montreal Canadian in the modern era to notch his 50th goal of his career in so few games. And what, as you saw there, company to be in. Now let's go to our nation's capital, where we find Sean McKenzie.
Carolyn, it's the new year, and the Ottawa Senators are playing meaningful hockey. They are 7 points back of a wild card playoff spot with games in hand. It's going to take a lot of work for the Sens to get back into the mix, and they know it. But right now, this is a fun team to watch. 4 wins in their last 5 games, punctuated with a little team bonding and some karaoke, led by Brady Tkachuk. The legend of Brady Tkachuk continues to grow in Ottawa. Ron, it's easy to imagine just how fun this guy would be in the playoffs, but lots of work until that becomes a reality.
Does look like nothing but joy these nights. Absolutely, Sean, as you enjoy the game with Mike Luck and Gary Galley, John Bartlett, Sam Cosentino over at Montreal, Chris Cuthbert, Craig Simpson in Toronto. Hockey Night in Canada Nationwide is next.
7-game losing streak, as Martin St. Louis said, it's a process, and it actually starts on the penalty kill. 2nd worst in the league the last 2 weeks, to put it simply. As coach said, we can't kill a penalty right now to save our life. We'll see if that changes tonight. John Bartlett and Sam Cosentino will have the call. But first, public address and answer, Michelle Lacroix.
Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez maintenant vous lever, retirer chapeaux et casquettes pour l'interprétation des hymnes nationaux par Quartop. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Remove your hats and caps for the singing of the national anthems by Quartop.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets
stand on guard for
Talk about hitting all the right notes for the first Saturday night of 2023 as the Canadians hope to change their tune as they've been singing the blues these days, while St. Louis has been marching their own beat up the standings looking to get back into the playoff picture. And a picture says 1,000 words. The two starting goaltenders tonight were partners in St. Louis for the 2019 Stanley Cup champions. Jordan Binnington and Jake Allen know what it takes to be winners, as they were with the Blues. Tonight they'll face each other. Jordan Binnington has allowed at least 3 goals in 19 of his 30 starts this season, second most games allowing 3 or more goals in the NHL. Jake Allen has lost 7 straight starts, allowing 29 goals against, but his career against the Blues is 1-1, and he won the last meeting on October 29th and hopes to have success at home tonight against his former squad to snap the losing streak for the Canadians, which stands at 6 games and 7 games winless. Johnny Bear and Carter Sandlack are the referees. Jonathan Deschamps and Ben O'Quinn will work the lines tonight, and away we go with the Blues and Canadians on Hockey Night in Canada. Kirby Dach will deflect it in. Binnington's having it in. He'll work it up the boards for Colton Parayko. Chopped away, and here comes Brayden Schenn with it. Schenn down the wing. Stops, curls back, trying to throw it in front. Barbashev in with a shot that sails over the net. Barbashev for Schenn, and he fanned on it in tight. Suzuki will hand it off for Kovacevic, and he'll feed it up to center. Nick Suzuki is on it. No goals in 8 games for Nick Suzuki as he gets it in back of the net. Here's Kovacevic trying to get it down low. Kirby Dach comes up with it. Dach to the point for Jordan Harris. Slides it across. Kovacevic with a shot. Tipped and it goes wide. Jordan Harris racing after it. Couldn't get to it first. And it's cleared away by Barbashev. It'll come to center. And Yoel Armia's on the puck. Coming off his first goal of this season, ending a 29-game goalless drought against the Rangers on Thursday.
Good to see Harris there, a little aggressive, no hesitation in his game. He didn't get to the puck, but the fact that he knows that Montreal getting on the board first is important. Good pinch there to keep it alive.
Puck goes into the corner, and after it is Savard. Now it's the former Blue, Joel Edmondson trying to play it. He'll come up with it. Edmondson hands it off for Armia. And Yoel Armia will get to center. Savard is on it. Over the line. Holds up. Throws it on net. Binnington the save. Rebound. And Armia knocked it wide of the net. Buchnevich waiting for it. It's played ahead by Justin Falk, who's in his 800th career game tonight for the Blues, as Robert Thomas goes after it. He's taken to the boards by Arbor Xhekaj. Here's Bortuzzo. Robert Bortuzzo throws it across in the air. It's over the head of Nico Mikkola, and he's got to go back to his own line to retrieve it.
A lot of pace for these teams so far. You look at Montreal, so excited to get back on home ice. As for St. Louis, a nice night off in Montreal last night.
Blues 6-1-1 in their last 8 road games, as Dvorak will carry it in. Hands it off for Anderson. Josh Anderson taken to the boards by Bortuzzo. Puck comes free. Anderson's got it. Put it into the skates of Josh Olivo. And he'll hand it off for Noel Acciari, who will get it out. Acciari checked at center by Dvorak. There's Arbor Xhekaj trying to play it away through the skates of Neighbors, and Neighbors is forced back at center. And the Blues regroup. Pass up the middle for Levo. Hands it off for Acciari. Noel Acciari drops it off Santini with a shot, and it's kicked out by Allen. Parayko hands it across. Santini throws it on net. Allen makes his stop. He's lost his stick in the scramble here. Arbor Xhekaj can't move it in the corner. Pitlick hands it off for Acciari. Swung around, and Parayko is on it. Parayko dumps it back to the net. Toropchenko after it. Alexei Toropchenko. Went off the stick of Allen, comes right back to him. Feeds the line for Santini. He'll shoot, and that missed. Santini in the lineup for the Blues tonight, making his season debut after drawing in with Nick Leddy out with an injury, as Santini backpedals, takes the shot, and it goes wide.
My goodness, 4 shot attempts for Santini.
Puck goes through the feet of Tyler Pitlick. He's got it back. Blues pressing now. Canadians stranded in their own zone. Out for over 2 minutes here. Harris trying to block a pass that doesn't come. And it's Parayko with a shot kicked out by Allen. Dvorak without a stick kicks it across, and the Canadians clear it. Allen's out of the net though. He's got to scramble back, and now it's thrown on goal and caught by Jake Allen after Nikita Alexandrov didn't look up early enough. He had a wide open net.
Wow, Allen no stick. Dvorak no stick. They're flying everywhere, but Schenn leads the rush here early on for St. Louis. It's been a real problem for Montreal giving up the first goal. Barbashev's shot is wide, and then the Montreal Canadiens come back. They too try and get something done off the rush. Savard can't stop, but Armia is right there. And how about Jake Allen? He looks up quickly. Oh my gosh, little wipeout. Better get back quickly. Alexandrov with just an easy shot on goal. And you're right, had he looked up 2 or 3 seconds earlier, he might have had a free cage.
Justin Falk on it back at center. Lays it across for Calle Rosen, up to Brandon Saad. Falk can't get by Nick Suzuki. Braden Schenn on the puck, he'll chip it in. Kovacevic has got it. Cross ice feed for Caulfield. Lost a handle on it, feeds it back for Joel Edmondson. Kirby Dach up ahead for Caulfield. They'll try to catch up to the puck. Now it's Rosen off the boards. Nearly a turnover for Suzuki, but Falk will clear it to center. Schenn throws it back for Rosen. Calle Rosen will skate it in on the wing. Caulfield takes it away. Kovacevic trying to find it. Barbashev has got it. Parayko was open at the line. Here's Rosen with a drive that goes wide. Brandon Saad back on the puck. Saad feeds it off for Parayko. Sends it over. Nico Mikkola trying to get it to the net. And a few sticks on the way. Kirby Dach comes up with it. And it's Caulfield that'll flip it back to the blue zone. Suzuki trying to knock it down. Caulfield follows up, overskates it, and Barbashev will bring it up. Pass out of the wing for Thomas. He would have been offside, but he stops, turns back. Harris will play it off for David Savard, who's in his 700th career game tonight, as he'll carry the puck into the blue zone. Savard going to the net, got the shot on goal, and he slides into the net, knocks it off its moorings in behind Jordan Binnington.
Well, you know, John, when you have the opportunity to win a Stanley Cup together, you are bound for life as brothers. And when you look at Jake Allen in this game going up against Jordan Binnington, I think it was done on purpose that one said, you take the back, I'll take the front. We're competitors now. We're going up against one another. This is the warm-up. And each of them resisting the opportunity to have a little chat, a little hello. As we know, Jordan Binnington dialed in. So, too, is Jake Allen. And Montreal, Savard with the rush. Little dipsy-doodle to the inside. Unexpected there as Mikkola was beat. And then Savard goes into the net there, taking out Binnington. No worse for the wear.
Evans will hand it back for Savard. Over to Joel Edmondson. He'll dump it in. Got away from Binnington. Comes around the boards in the corner as Evans had trouble with it. Armia trying to get a piece of it, but it's Jordan Kyrou. That's riding a 2-game goal streak and 3-game point streak. Across for Buchnevich. Dropped it. Robert Thomas trying to go to the goal. Couldn't keep a handle on it.
Interesting for some of these St. Louis forwards with Tarasenko and O'Reilly out getting more opportunity. And, of course, this line reunited.
Armia after the puck. Yoel Armia will get it up at center. Dadonov tips it in, and he's forced wide by Falk. He'll hand it off. Calle Rosen up onto the wing. Kyrou flips it across for Falk. Gains the red line. He'll dump it into the Blues. Get a change. Yoel Armia chased by Noel Acciari. Feeds it up for Chris Weidman, the St. Louis native. Got it to the point. Acciari will backhand it in. And Armor Xhekaj for Jonathan Drouin. Left it for Armia. Armia to center. Will dump it off into the corner. And after it goes Santini back in there. Played it around the wing. Xhekaj cuts it off. Pass across. Caught by Drouin off the boards. Goes to the point. Weidman looks to the net. Gives it to Xhekaj. Back over to Drouin. He fans on it. Blues don't get it out. Neighbors on the first attempt can't clear. Second one, he'll get it up to Lebo at center. Now he gets the return feed. Goes to the net. Stopped by Allen. Neighbors had to reach back behind to come up with a puck, but still got the shot away. Pezzetta dumps it out for Weidman. He'll take his time with it. Change here for the Canadiens. Blues do the same. Weidman will leave it for Dvorak.
We talked about some of those St. Louis forwards getting an opportunity. Jake Neighbors called up, playing pretty well in the American Hockey League. A point in his first game back and a pretty good rush there.
Puck dumped in by Kovacevic. Wrong side of center, though, and that'll be an icing call against the Canadiens.
Ontario. DraftKings Sportsbook has so many ways to get in on the action, like same-game parlays, puck lines, money lines, and more. Download the app and get in on the action.
Jake Neighbors, the former Edmonton Oil King.
Kovacevic played it off the side of his own net. Now he's after it with Toropchenko right on him. Slafkovsky works it up for Anderson. Gets by Falk. Down the wing he goes. Can't get past Kelly Rosen as Harris will hold the line momentarily. And Slafkovsky will feed it back into the Blues' end. Falk goes after it. Knocked it around the boards. Toropchenko will send it back for Kelly Rosen. Bounces at the blue line. Knocked down by Anderson. Josh Anderson drops it off. Slafkovsky in tight for Dvorak with a backhand on net. That is stopped by Binnington. And he holds on. Good pace to start this hockey game with chances at either end of the ice. Neighbors with the best so far, but no goal on Hockey Night in Canada.
St. Louis Blues with some key injuries to O'Reilly, Tarasenko, and Krug, but based on how they're playing, you wouldn't know it. As GM Doug Armstrong said this week, winning organizations don't dwell on what they don't have. They look forward to working with the things they do have, and thus far, it's working for the Blues. John?
Well, they have got to survive the injuries if they want to get back into the playoff picture.
Doug Armstrong on a scouting mission to watch a couple of his players at the World Juniors, most notably Jimmy Snuggerud, their first-round pick from last year, and boy, does he ever look good.
Parayko will send it around the boards at the point, kept in by Kovacevic. Hands it off to Kirby Dach. Dach feeds it. Caulfield is fired, but he'll hold on to the puck. Caulfield again shoots, and Binnington will make the stop.
John, you mentioned a little bit earlier about Nick Suzuki and how the offense has dried up for him a little bit. This top line trying to get back on the board, comfortable at home. This is the last goal for Nick Suzuki. He's only won in the last 13 games up against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They need to see the captain get back on the board and do so in a hurry to find their winning ways once again.
1 goal and 3 points in the last 13 games for Nick Suzuki. Brandon Saad will get it up through center. Part of that has been missing Sean Monahan in the lineup, and all the attention of the opposition has gone against that top line of Montreal. So it's been a little bit of a tougher sled for that line of Suzuki, Caulfield, and for the most part, Kirby Dach in that stretch.
And we've seen the face-off percentage for Nick Suzuki go down over that time, because now there's only one real matchup that opponents are worried about. They're not so much concerned when you have Monahan in the lineup. It's a much different story. You have two good centers in which to match up against.
Monahan and Matheson have both resumed skating, and the hope is they'll be back sooner than later for the Canadians.
Another big piece, Monahan, especially in the power play. He's got that net front presence. He can win some draws for you. The power play's been a real struggle for Montreal all season long.
Here's Dadonov after the puck. Robert Thomas chasing him, throws it in front, intended for Buchnevich. He'll pick it up on the corner and go to the point. Santini with it, snaps it towards the net, and it goes wide. Puck sent back to the line. Santini hands it off, and it's shot wide of the goal again as Buchnevich will find it. Pavel Buchnevich trying to get it back down to the corner. Kyrou goes after it. Thomas in there as well. And it is picked up by Jake Evans, caught in the feet of Dadonov. Savard goes after it. Savard will drop it back for Joel Edmondson. Edmondson takes his time with it. He'll let the Canadians get a change in. Fresh legs for the Blues as well. Edmondson hands it off. Jonathan Drouin up to center for Anthony Richard. He was trying to catch him in stride. Couldn't get far outside of the zone. Oh, that was a dangerous pass right through the middle of the ice. Pezzetta in on the wing. Throws it on net. Knocked down by Binnington, and he'll cover it up and hold on.
Been so much talk for the Montreal Canadiens about their ability to defend, and that's been a struggle over this 7-game losing streak. So one thing they're doing is collapsing, but what that opens up is the low to high offense. We've seen a number of shots already in this game derived from the point, moving it low, getting it high, going point to point. And so far it's worked out well defending that way, but it has been giving up a lot of shots. Steven Santini, 5 shots so far in this game. I think 3 of them hit the net.
Pezzetta after the puck, he's got it in the corner. Falk works him over. Richard breaks free. And his stick lifted. Neighbors after the puck. He's met by Wideman. Justin Falk has got it. Wideman's stick broke. He had to go to the bench to get a new one. As Josh Leivo will hand it across. Cherry missed the pass. Wideman with fresh composite. Up for Jonathan Drouin. A step shot off the shoulder of Aimton. Weidman chipped it across. Richard goes after it. Richard into the corner for Drouin. Falk's got it back in the net. Richard sticks on him. Drouin comes up with the puck, goes off the skate of Pezzetta, and then redirected away from Arber Xhekaj, and he has to back all the way up to his own zone with it.
But really a successful shift for that line. They get some zone time. They get a couple of shots on goal. Good energy provided by that fourth line from Montreal.
Bortuzzo will get it ahead. Too far for Tyler Pitlick. Icing call against St. Louis.
If you missed the puck drop at the start of this game, you could still bet live on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Tap in.
Marty St. Louis really facing the most adversity of his young coaching career so far. It's a little bit different. When you're a player, you can kind of have an impact on pulling out of a slump. As a coach, much harder to do, and you have to be a lot more patient. That's what Marty's learning on the job.
Here comes Dvorak, checks up, snaps it on net, and Binnington makes a stop, and he holds on. Shot 7-5 in favor of Montreal. Nobody on the board yet on a Saturday night on Hockey Night in Canada.
This is in the warm-up. Joel Edmondson comes over. Look at how bright-eyed these kids are. Where do I look? The ice or Joel Edmondson? Anderson comes over, a couple of fist bumps, and you know they're going to love this guy, the little guy. Cole Caulfield over there, he's going fist bumps. He's getting a little drink. Hey, guys, so happy to see you. What a thrill. Look at how excited the youngsters are. Great to see guys like Joel Edmondson getting involved here in the warm-up and making a couple of kids' days.
Goes into the corner off the draw. Parayko got it around the boards. Barbashev will tip it out. And Harris is back on it. Being watched by Shen. Nick Suzuki. Cross ice pass off the stick of Kirby Dach. They'll retrieve it at center ice and dump it in. Hopped away from Binnington. Now turned over. Caulfield trying to get it back for Nick Suzuki. Kovacevic after it. Takes a couple of swipes at it. It's dropped back and Parayko is on it. Brendan Saad goes after the puck. Kirby Dach had it in his feet. Now they'll all pile in below the goal line. It comes loose and Dach comes out with it. Played it up for Nick Suzuki. Gets it to center. Cole Caulfield trying to chip it by Brendan Saad, but Saad will feed it back for Nico Mikkola. Retreats back in his own net.
Montreal guilty of not getting a shot on goal for the first 16:52 Thursday night against New York. Outshooting St. Louis 7-5 so far.
Jake Evans off the boards to center for Dadonov. Broke it up, and Buchnevich will hustle after it. Allen's out of the net. He'll play it around for Savard. Savard waits. Now Kyrou after him, so he's forced to move it for Edmondson. Armia up for Evans. Crosses into the blue zone. Jake Evans takes the shot off the arm of Binnington, who fought that one off. Thomas will escape. Buchnevich. Cross corner dump as Kyrou goes after it. Jordan Kyrou trying to pull it away from Joel Edmondson. And now it's Jake Evans. That'll take off with it. Evans up to center. Across for Armia. Bouncing puck. Throws it towards the net. That one missed. Savard trying to play it. Dadonov is there. Dadonov centering pass in front as Armia wanted to get a stick on it. Kyrou off the boards, and here comes Thomas. He'll feed it over to Buchnevich. Has to catch up to the pass. Tried to throw it towards the net. Missed on the short side. Anderson lost it to Tyler Pitlick. He'll stay right with him. Back to the point for Parayko. Weidman goes after it in the corner. Pitlick knocked it down. Here's Parayko. Dorchenko just lost his stick reaching for the puck. Now Kelly Rosen throws it towards the net. Allen makes the stop. Dorchenko watched by Xhekaj. Weidman holds it back to the net. Tyler Pitlick will find the loose puck. Pitlick trying to get away from Josh Anderson. Weidman Looks to tap his man in the corner as Alexandrov throws it to the point. Now he battles for it in the slot. Pitlick's got it. His shot goes off the skate. Dvorak's there and move it over to Artur Xhekaj. They all chop at it there. Wideman goes after the puck. Wideman will find it, and he'll lift it out and get it down the ice as Slafkovsky races after it.
Lots of help in the D zone. Sorry, John, for this young defensive core for Montreal. You can see them really, all the forwards, back, down deep, providing as much help as possible.
Alporenko will dump it in. Kovacevic after it. Harris around the boards for Richard. Tried to just saucer that across for Pezzetta, and then bumps into Lebo. Here's Kovacevic to center for Drouin. He'll dump it into the blue zone. Binnington out of the net. Lebo tied up on the boards by Harris. Achari trying to get it out. Pezzetta's there. Bouncing puck. Harris has to back out of the zone. Now he'll dump it in. Binnington stops and sets it up for Santini. Penalty coming up here. Edmondson will touch the puck. And the first power play of the night will belong to the St. Louis Blues on the tripping call against Pezzetta. Got the stick in on the feet, and the Blues go to the power play when we return on Hockey Night in Canada.
Caps. Jake Allen and Joel Edmondson were once pillars for the Blues, both drafted by St. Louis in the second round. And here, game one of the 2017 playoffs, Allen had 51 saves, and it was Edmondson, the unlikely overtime winner against the Wild. He only had 3 regular season goals, but no memory will be greater than that of hoisting the Stanley Cup together in 2019, and now they'll be the last line of defense on the Habs' struggling PK. John?
And Edmondson has been a big factor with the young players for the Canadians in the dressing room, and especially on the blue line. And Marty St. Louis talking about that and the influence he's had. So Canadians are saying that didn't hit anyone on the bench, but it will get a whistle. It was going to be a shorthanded break for Montreal up the ice.
Really unfortunate, especially for a penalty kill that's really struggled of late. It's been about a 50-50 proposition over the 7-game losing streak as to Montreal giving up a goal on about half of its occasions. It is shorthanded. Another look at the Savard shot as it rings, and right along the glass there was a glove there, and it came out at a bad angle and whistled down.
That time it's hard off the glass and out down the ice. Everyone ducked for cover on the Montreal bench.
Stick those gloves in.
Blues power play. They have scored a power play goal in 6 straight road games, going 8 for 15, which is over 53% as Thomas comes in with it. Robert Thomas sends it around to Schenn. Back to the line for Falk. Now Buchnevich for Jordan Kyrou. Justin Falk back to Kyrou, over to Falk. Plays it for Thomas. Robert Thomas down low for Schenn. Knocks it around the boards. Kyrou is after it. Goes to the point. Falk stays on it. Justin Falk put it into the skates of Nick Suzuki. Schenn comes up with it, turned it over to Edmondson, and Joel Edmondson will clear it down the ice.
Yeah, so far so good here for Montreal.
Their penalty kills allowed a power play goal against in 7 straight games. Robert Bortuzzo is headed to the dressing room for the Blues as well. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's Schenn. Up in the high slot with it. Feeds it across. Quick pass for Thomas. Robert Thomas looks to the net, and he missed to the short side. It'll hop over the stick of Kyrou and comes back to center.
Pretty good look there for Thomas, just missing the glove side.
Half a minute to go in the power play as Justin Falk will play it off for Colton Parayko. Right back to Falk. Turned over at the line by Barbashev. Jake Evans has got it. Short-handed down the wing. Evans cuts in, fires it on net. Binnington with a stop. Blues get it back. Barbashev will send it across through center. Josh Lebo in over the line. He'll back-end it into the corner. Savard goes after it. Edmondson works over Barbashev. Nearly knocked his bonnet off. Evans goes to clear it. Got caught up in the referee, Jean-Hubert. And the Blues will retrieve it at center ice with a power play over.
That's a building block. It's a building block for Montreal. It's been a real sore spot here all season long, especially over the 7-game losing streak. And one and done on the PK so far for Montreal.
Tyler Pitlick dancing his way in, steps it on net. Allen with a save. Blues back on the puck. It's Neighbors into the corner for Pitlick. Trying to get away from Jackov. Mikula around for Santini. And Pitlick falls as he swipes it to the net. It's off the outside of the goal and covered up by Allen.
Jake Neighbors, a first-round pick for St. Louis a couple of years back out of the Edmonton Oil Kings organization. Talked to him a little bit about going to play in the American League and what it meant for him. He said, I'm playing tons of minutes. I just love the minutes down there. Helped me get my confidence back. Also, the tutelage of Braden Schenn, who he lived with last year as a rookie when he got into his 9 games. Spent some time with in every camp he's been to so far. Braden Schenn, such a positive influence. A couple of Western Hockey Leaguers getting together in a mentorship program.
Puck comes to the point for Falk, thrown towards the net. Allen the stop. Rebound cleared away in front by Wideman. And now it is picked up by Cole Caulfield at center ice. He'll play it over to Wideman. In on the wing, Wideman to the corner, swiped it around for Nick Suzuki. Taken away by Pitlick. Pitlick down the wing, looks to the net. Played it in front, intended for Rosen, turned over, and here comes Caulfield with it. Cole Caulfield dropped it for Nick Suzuki. Played off the backboards. Binnington will block it, and he'll hand it off for Rosen. Turned over again. Caulfield is on it. Cole Caulfield around to Nick Suzuki. Up the boards. Nobody was there yet on the blue line as the defense were changing for the Canadiens. Savard back pedals, maintains control, and the Montreal forwards will switch up. Slafkovsky tried to chip it past Parayko, didn't work. Jordan Kyrou will carry it in. Dump back to the line, and Parayko goes back to center ice to get it. Here comes Josh Anderson. Off for Slafkovsky. Snaps it towards the net. It goes off a stick, and it's out of play.
Yeah, timing so crucial. Slafkovsky still getting used to the speed here. A little late getting that shot off, but here you see Falk. A lot of point shots being given up by Montreal. Allen sees it at the last second and then coming back the other way. Doc does a great job supporting down low. That turnover creates an opportunity for his line mates in Caulfield and Suzuki, and with clear definition and purpose, Suzuki bounced it off the end boards, hoping that Caulfield would go to the net and could lift it over the shoulder of Binnington. Didn't quite have the angle right.
Here Slafkovsky's 4 goals this season have all come against Western Conference opponents.
There's really been a learning on the job type of experience for Slafkovsky, the first overall pick from last year.
16 games without a goal. His last one was December 1st in Calgary. Here's Rosen. Plays it up ahead through center. Tipped in, and Dvorak will find it. Edmondson off the boards. Up for Slafkovsky into the skates of Dvorak. Driving the net. Oh, what a call and a stop by Binnington. 2-on-1 for the Blues the other way. It's Schenn going to the net. Pass across. Scores! Jordan Binnington, the big stop at one end of the ice, and Brandon Saad finishes it on the other as the Blues take the 1-0 lead.
Go figure how many times you've seen a good chance one way get turned into a goal the other way. Dvorak just tries to slide this puck through, but on the poke check attempt, Binnington's already on the ice, and he's a little late getting back. That creates the 2-on-1. Schenn looking, you know he's going to get it across, goes to the backhand to do it. Saad stops at that back post and was not to be denied. Excellent work on the 2-on-1. Schenn goes forehand, backhand. That opens up the lane to get it across to Saad. And Saad is right there to get it past Jake Allen for the 1-0 lead.
That's a 3-game goal streak for Brandon Saad now. His 4th goal in the last 3 games, 12th of the year. Braden Schenn extends a point streak to 3 games as well.
Stepping up in the absence of O'Reilly and Tarasenko. Who is going to be looked upon to score more? Brandon Saad has answered that question for St. Louis.
Armia from center will lift it in. Mikula goes after the puck, checked by Armia. Now it comes back for Kovacevic. Trying to get it to the goal. It's fired off the boards and down the ice. Icing waved off as Harris will pick it up. Jake Evans lays it across. Dadonov will catch the pass off the boards. Parayko gets the puck back, works it around the glass. At the line, Evans tried to throw it towards the net. That goes wide, and that'll complete period number 1. A period where the Canadians outshoot the Blues 11-9, but the late goal from Brandon Saad has them down 1-0 through 20 minutes of play, with Ron and the panel coming up in our first intermission on Hockey Night in Canada.
Three telecasts a little bit later on in the show. We're going to focus on Team Canada's amazing victory in Moncton and Halifax. What a World Junior Championship. And Kevin and Kelly, you know that Jason won 3 in a row.
Yep.
And
that's Jen, though.
Yeah, Jen has about 52 times the medals Jason has. So,
and probably more second assists you got, Jen, too, right?
But I will say, watching my brother, second assist, but watching my brother play for the World Juniors was probably the biggest moment for me in terms of the inspiration and knowing that I wanted to represent Canada one day. And so I feel those same emotions when I watch Team Canada throughout this tournament. So much excitement, and all of us couldn't help but marvel at Connor Bedard. And there are so many things to appreciate about his game and the way he plays, but for me it's his passing. And for me, this is a player, he sees everything. He sees every player, every seam, every opportunity. And for him, when he's flying into the zone, he knows how plays are going to develop, and then hits players, his teammates, at just the right time for them to capitalize on these great open nets. And so for him, whether it's a backhand, whether it's a no look, for him, there's the poise, the patience, firing it across the ice for players. I mean, this, for him, it was just so constant. And you look at all these goals that look like almost easy ones for his teammates. Whether it was look at the, there's a little like a backhand, a back head fake that he does to create the opening. For him, just so many details in the game, but the timing and the effectiveness and those passing plays that he could create, spectacular.
I don't know where to start on this guy because he's so unique. Just such a special tournament. I think it was must-see television for all of us to see not only the tournament itself, but Bedard. And I look at those clips, Jennifer, and I'm thinking, man, and I know you mentioned off camera, Ron, about Wayne Gretzky, just that vision and how he sees everything in front of him, and he knows where everybody else should be. And he's his anticipation of that. But then I think, well, tonight we have Colorado and Edmonton, McDavid and McKinnon. He doesn't remind me of those two guys. Coming through the neutral zone with 100 miles an hour of speed. You showed that very first clip, or a couple of them, where he kind of weaves through. He looks more like Mitch Marner. And I hope that's a real compliment to Bedard because of the way that Marner plays. You look at these plays. I mean, that overtime goal versus Slovakia, that's a special player, but it reminds me so much of Mitch Marner, maybe Panarin, maybe Kaprizov. These are incredible players. That's that little shimmy on the right-hand side, Ron, that you were talking about. Kind of reminds me of that shimmy that Corey Perry has as well. So it's a high skill level player that's going to have a remarkable career.
And a number of NHL players have been interviewed, asked about Bedard. Are you watching him? What do you see? And it's amazing because hockey is a copycat game. And there's guys in the NHL that watched what Connor Bedard did, specifically on the power play that I want to show you right here. And they will implement this into their game because I've never seen anything like it. So when he gets these pucks on the half wall on the strong side, he almost sidesteps or shuffles to the middle. He's not really skating. He's kind of just trying to suck in that penalty killer. And as you can see, it creates a lot of confusion. Do I pass him off? Do I stay with him? And he's looking for that shot because he's got such a great wrister. But then after a while, he can start dishing. And he can start finding this down low play. He can find seams, one-timers, all these shots set up, fighting these guys. And right here, Fantilli pops out, one-timer. You got Gunther on the other side that he found a number of times in the tournament. Right here, you're going to see it. It goes one seam back to Bedard. He looks, and here's the one pass to Gunther. We saw that a number of times. It's very, very impressive what he did. And usually it works the other way around. Kids watch what the guys are doing in the NHL, and they copy it. I think you're going to see a lot of NHL players copying what he did on the half wall.
Hey, one other thing, Brian, or Jeremy down in red, if you could grab the hook pass that Bedard did, obviously with his left hand, that would be, for me, one of the most amazing things he did. But do you have it? we don't have it yet, but Jeremy, you'll dig that up because they showed the great feature about how he had a shattered right wrist.
Yes.
And for the longest time,
was
we
a
just
great
worked with it.
feature, yes.
Okay, let's get to Connor McDavid, the leading scorer in the National Hockey League's on pace to get to 154 points. Only 5 have ever done it. Not only that, he'll be the first player since 1996, if things continue as is, to lead in goals, assists, and points. That was done by Jágr back in '96. Or maybe Mario. I'll have to check with Stan. But in any event, let's go with McDavid, his exceptional performance this year, and where you put Bedard vis-a-vis McDavid or the other greats. Jennifer, you first.
Well, McDavid first. I mean, so much to celebrate in terms of how he's playing. I mean, every night to tune in, it's just special to watch him play. You think about his goal scoring, 33 goals at this point. He's never won the Rocket Richard yet. And for him, maybe it's more of a focus on that. Even right now, he has more power play goals than he's ever had before at this point of the season. And whether it's the motivation or a little taste of a little bit of a playoff run last year to say, let's make it happen this year. Special things. You try to compare Bedard. I mean, maybe like Kelly mentioned, not the speed through the neutral zone, but the ability to see everything on the ice. And I think also the unselfishness. That's always been the communication for McDavid. How do we win as a team? Bedard, after the game, it wasn't about his individual accomplishments. This was doing something as a team, respect to him. So McDavid, fascinating, but just amazing. Maybe an approach in 2 on getting even more goal scoring.
He sells tickets. That's the bottom line for me. There are a lot of great players in the game, but most fans go to watch their team, maybe individual players, but not like McDavid. That's a guy that I would pay any amount of money to go see every single night because he does something special every night. Like Wayne, like Mario, very few amount of guys ever can say that.
What I can say about Bedard, McDavid, and I'll throw Crosby in there is they're so dominant. You can put anybody with them. They can carry a line on their own, so you can put any 2 guys. Some players, like Perry, need a Getzlaf, or picking on Perry again, but some players need a guy to play with. I think you can put Bedard, and we saw it at times when he was shuffled up and down the lineup. You can put any 2 guys with him, and he can carry that, and that's what you can say about Connor, and that's what you can say about Sid.
Yeah, Bedard.
How much ice time they can get, how much ice time McDavid's getting, how much they could play Bedard in the overtime at World Junior. I mean, these guys can play and produce at the end of long shifts.
Okay, we don't have time for Tom Milich, but the goaltending was off the charts. And I just want to mention Lumby, BC. Milich's mom, Stephanie's from Lumby, the winner of Kraft Hockeyville. His grandparents are still there, Bob and Pat Pointer, and that just shows you the biggest stage in the world can often have those humble roots like Lumby, BC.
The first 32 players are in, and this time it's up to you.
Sportsnet.
You know how athletes sometimes criticize sports anchors because we didn't play the game? I'd like to see them try and do our
Time now for Cabby.
Thank you, Ron McLean. This is the SN Bets Big Board presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. The Detroit Red Wings heard the slander and they acted accordingly. Jake Wallman's got his 3rd to open the scoring in Toronto. The Red Wings haven't won in Toronto since December 2018, and a 22-year-old named Dylan Larkin scored the OT winner. The total in that game is 5.5. Montreal has lost 7 in a row. Right now, they're down 1-0. Brendan Saad's got his 12th, and St. Louis is trying to win 3 in a row. The Kraken are just bullying teams right now. Scored 5 on Tuesday, 5 on Thursday in Edmonton, Toronto, and 3 tonight in Ottawa. You can get in on the action with the DraftKings Sportsbook app. You can use that QR code right now to download the app, and please play responsibly. Back to you, Ron.
Cheers, Cabral. Let's show you that hook pass by Bedard. I mean, it's a sauce. It's perfect pace. It's right on the tape.
A little behind him.
Yeah, maybe a little behind.
Only you would bring that up.
That's so, yeah, he couldn't have got the shot away quicker. Frank Niber, the Pembroke Peach, used to do that like 100 years ago and won the Hart Trophy. Second period, it's on Hockey Night next.
Subway delivery! Welcome to the Eat Fresh Refresh, bringing you a fresh new way to get Subway delivered.
Lead the Canadians 1-0 after 1, and Braden Shen giving new meaning to letting his play do the talking as he sets up Saad for this opener, because Shen's still trying to get his voice back after a virus took it. So he wasn't literally cheering on Team Canada at the World Juniors, but he said he caught a bit of it as Connor Bedard passed him in the history books en route to gold. okay, now we're done talking about Bedard. Maybe, right, Sam?
I don't think so. There's going to be a whole lot of talk here in the second half. Who's finishing towards the bottom of the pile to get ready to draft him? But Schenn, you go back to that point totals he put up back in 2011. That was a crazy game. It was in Buffalo. Canada was up 3-0 in that game. Ended up losing 5-3 to the Russians, which was almost unthinkable with that comeback in the third period for Russia. Anyhow, good to see Brayden Schenn. He was good enough to spend a little time with us this morning, Carolyn, so it looks like the voice is on the mend.
Jordan Binnington needed a little repair on the skate at the bench before the start. We've also been informed that Robert Bortuzzo is done for the night with a lower body injury for the St. Louis Blues, so they are down to 5 defense here for the rest of the evening.
My goodness, Doug Armstrong's going to look up and say, what is going on here with all the injuries they've sustained lately?
Here's Parayko, got it headed center, and it's Schenn that's on it. He'll shoot. Stopped by Allen, and it's knocked away as Kovacevic tries to get it past Barbashev. Kirby Dach onto the wing, and Nick Suzuki goes after it, but it's Parayko that'll pick it up first. Parayko around the glass, got it out. Schenn is there, and a look over his shoulder. Nobody was following up yet. Now they are, and it's Brandon Saad for Barbashev in front. And Kirby Dach might have got just a piece of that with his stick. Now Dach springs Cole Caulfield. Caulfield went to shoot, didn't have the puck on his stick. Schenn will lift it in. Kovacevic laid it around for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki will hold the puck as he gets to center and dumps it in. Stop back in the net by Binnington. He'll play it off for Kelly Rosen. Up to center. Savard is there. Savard will dump it in. Dach had to clear the zone. Dustin Falk hands it off for Robert Thomas, who takes off at center, and Dadonov cuts him off and finds the puck. Joel Edmondson up ahead for Armia. Lost it. Blues get it back. Rosen played it over to Kyrou. He missed it. Chance for Evans going to the net. Backhand pass across for Armia, doesn't connect. Savard backs up in his own zone. Here's Dadonov for Evans. Cross ice feed to Armia. Joel Armia. Curley in the corner with it. Armia's got a little room. Joel Armia, after going 29 games without a goal, he's got goals in back-to-back contests. It's 1-1.
You know, we saw in the first period a Montreal miss and a good chance led to the St. Louis goal, and the same sort of thing happens here right off the draw. Schenn gets it up to the boards as a 2-on-1 was created. It's a good stop by Allen, but then a short time later, Armia in the zone. Neighbors wipes out here, and now Armia is lost. Neighbors can't recover in time, so Armia recognizes that, goes right to the net. He'll curl here, there goes Neighbors, and there goes Armia to the front of the net. He's feeling it right now.
Well, the Canadians respond a minute 43 into the second period, and we're tied at 1.
Right an eventful start to this period. We saw 2 St. Louis 2-on-1s, a good Montreal chance, and of course, the goal here to tie it.
Wyman goes after the puck. And it's picked up by Josh Anderson. Works it through center. Slavkovsky down the wing with it on the backhand. Trying to get it in front for Josh Anderson. He's tied up in the corner with Torpchenko. Kelly Rosen after it. Escapes Dvorak. Anderson reaching in for the puck. And that'll come to center, and Weidman has got it. Arbor Jack guy for Chris Weidman. Played across to Dvorak, left it for Anderson. And they're going to call that offside at the St. Louis blue line.
That was awfully close. Joel Armia was looking for his first goal going back to Thursday night in the game against the New York Rangers, and finally he gets it. Working in front, beating Braden Schneider, and picking up his first goal. And look at the relief on his face. And so, you know what? He's feeling it right now. He curls off the end boards. His check leaves him, and Jake Neighbors, who's left on the ice, and Armia has his second in 2 games.
Santini being watched by Jonathan Drouin. Plays it up for Tyler Pitlick. Richard got in the way. And now Richard's got the puck. He escapes Alexandrov. Pitlick taken to the boards by Richard. Pezzetta. He'll take it back around behind his own net. Kovacevic will find it. Pass up for Richard. Deflects it to the Blues line. Santini will feed it for Parayko. Now back to Santini. Cut off at center by Harris. Back to the blue zone, and Parayko is chased by Pezzetta. Now Kovacevic will stop it at center. Hands it off of Kirby Dach. Left it for Pezzetta. Pezzetta curls with it, looks in front, trying to feed it at the top of the crease for Drouin. Tyler Pitlick taken to the boards by Drouin. Pezzetta's on the puck to Kirby Dach. He'll snap it towards the net, and it goes wide.
Scrambling over by the Montreal bench. Pezzetta hopping off and straddling the boards close to too many men on the ice call.
Nick Suzuki will feed it up to Cole Caufield. Caufield to the right. Stopped by Binnington. Now it's Brandon Saad that'll find some room at center. Saad on his backhand tried to center it in front. Barbashev was going to the net. Couldn't get the puck there. Nick Suzuki will play it up onto the wing. Cut off. Saad finds it. Shen left it. And it's carried in by Falk. Justin Falk back of the goal for Brandon Saad. Suzuki trying to go up the boards. Now Joel Edmondson will feed it back for Savard. Off the boards and out. Falk is there. He'll dump it back in, and Savard picks it up.
So good for Montreal to have the two veterans back there, and Savard and Edmondson both right around the 7-minute mark in that first period of play can really settle down what has been composed as a young defensive core for the Habs.
Here comes Dadonov, building speed, going to the net. What a great chance cutting across the top of the crease as the Blues are forced to ice the puck.
Well, Michael Pezzetta close to taking the too many men on the ice call. He has the puck, he gets rid of it. He's going to go for a line change. He's pausing. Oh, puck's coming back. No, I better get off. And off he goes. And then Montreal, Suzuki to the backhand. You see quickly that Caufield's able to transition to the forehand, can't beat Binnington. And pretty eventful shift there for Michael Pezzetta on Montreal's fourth line.
Evans will take the draw against Robert Thomas. And Evans will be tossed out. Armia steps in. And Thomas wins it. Kicked it back for Falk. Set play off the boards. Trying to connect with Jordan Kyrou. Too far out and out of the net looking to play it. It's sent back in front of the goal, and Armia gets back, and he'll take it up the ice. Joel Armia stops. Throws it down low. Jake Evans spins. His shot goes wide, and then Dadonov tried to come up with it at the side of the net. Thomas flipped it across for Santini. Here's Rosen. He'll poke it into the Canadian zone, and Harris goes back to get it. Kovacevic out for Evans. Cleared ahead for Armia. Forced back inside the Montreal line as Evans will feed it for Dadonov. Broken up. Here comes Neighbors. Can't put it through the feet of Kovacevic. Levo after in the corner. They all come piling in looking for it. Evans up with a puck. Jake Evans up the boards for Dadonov. And Dadonov will hold on to it with Josh Levo right there. Now he gives it off to Evans. Dadonov to Kovacevic. And he'll wait.
Montreal's been really prone to stretching the ice here, both vertically and horizontally. We've seen a lot of passes go across the ice. That can be living dangerously at times.
Mikkola after it. He's tracked down by Dvorak. Neighbors, quick pass across. Blues on the attack. It's Noel Acciari that'll try to get in on the wing. Can't get past Kovacevic. And the puck goes right in front of the Blues bench in the middle of a change as Rosen's forced back to his own zone. Long pass ahead. Alexei Toropchenko after in the corner. Taken to the boards by Weidman. Slavkovsky knocked it free. And Chakai knocked down Pitlick. Tyler Pitlick back to his feet. He's got the puck in front. Toropchenko scores! Alexei Toropchenko with his first goal since October 31st. And he puts the Blues back out front. It's 2-1.
He's a big rig, Toropchenko, and has a good junior career in Guelph. Here he goes into the forecheck right away. That's what creates the havoc for this shift. And then Jack Guy tries a soft play to the middle of the ice when he had the boards open. Once that gets picked off, Toropchenko, strong on the puck, goes to the front of the net and lifts it upstairs. And there's Anderson, can't get that soft pass from Jack Guy. Toropchenko takes it in the forehand, exchanges it to the backhand, and goes up top. Good quick puck movement there to get it across, as Pitlick will draw the assist.
Second of the year for Toropchenko. First in a stretch of 19 games. And the Blues get their lead back. And here comes Barbashev trying to feed it over to Parayko. Got away from him. Kirby Dach will send it back for Kovacevic. Off the glass and out of play. Or did that one go straight out? And it looks like Kovacevic is going to go to the box here. Blues will get the power play after Armia tied the game. Toropchenko makes it 2-1 Blues on Hockey Night in Canada. Jonathan Kovacevic in the box for delay of game, putting the puck over the glass. Blues go to the power play.
Well, the St. Louis Blues used a good fourth line in 2019 to win the Stanley Cup. Alexei Toropchenko on the fourth line here presently gets it done to give St. Louis the lead. But going back to see Sundqvist, Barbashev, and Steen, a fourth line that created all kinds of havoc in the forecheck and also produced to help St. Louis win the cup.
Here's Thomas trying to get it back for Jordan Kyrou. Goes off his stick, comes to center. Falk flips it over to Kyrou. Jordan Kyrou in over the line, hands it off for Schenn. Back to the point. Justin Falk for Pavel Buchnevich. Kyrou to Falk. Cross for Thomas, settles it down. Schenn trying to move it, broken up. There's Jake Evans, and he'll get it off the boards and down the ice.
Saw the one penalty kill for Montreal in the first period be successful, looking to continue to build on that, as this has been an area of difficulty for the Habs lately.
Thomas taken to boards by Edmondson, and it's picked up by Nick Suzuki. Thomas got it around near side, Buchnevich waiting for it. Turn it over to Nick Suzuki. He'll drop it back for Armia, flips it all the way in the air and down the ice. Suzuki stays right on top of Falk. Dustin Falk pressured by Suzuki. Anderson got in the way. Now the Blues have to reset in their own zone. Barbashev will hand it off for Falk. Josh Anderson reaches in with his stick. He takes it away from Falk. Goes to the net. Backhand off the outside of the goal, and he draws a penalty.
Download the BetMGM app and play with the king of sportsbooks and casinos.
Well, great job by Josh Anderson here on the forecheck, and sometimes that up-ice penalty kill can be effective because no one's really expecting it to happen, so Falk gets pickpocketed, and as he does so, and Anderson uses that big frame to go to the net, Falk creates the hold, ends up going to the box, and that will nullify the rest of this St. Louis power play. We'll have a little bit of 4-on-4 time. That's where Anderson is most effective, using that big body, using his speed, taking the puck to the net.
They'll do the face-off all over again. Second periods have been a struggle for St. Louis. They've allowed 142 goals against in second periods this year. That's over 42% of their goals coming in the second period. Here's Dadonov. He'll drop it, left it, Edmondson. We'll get it in back of the net. 60 goals against in the second period for the Blues, the most in the NHL. 60 of that 142 coming into tonight. Here's Rosen with a shot, steered away by Jake Allen. Out of the box is Kovacevic. Canadians now on the power play. Edmondson will back up around his own net. Brandon Saad pressuring him. Caulfield with it. Left it for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki over the line for Caulfield. Cole Caulfield back to the point. Jonathan Drouin with it. Drouin hands it off. Caulfield will wait. Goes back for Drouin. Now it's Kirby Dach to Jonathan Drouin. Caulfield firing, and that gets blocked, and it goes out of play.
That's a great job by Parayko to get a stick on it. This power play here at home for Montreal is under 10%, 9.6% on home ice coming into this game, and it baffles me as to why there's enough talent here to get something done. And an opportunity to get a shot on goal. That one's blocked, sent out of play. Still plenty of time here left in the power play.
Caulfield back to the point. Jonathan Drouin holds a shot. Caulfield shoots off the post. Chance for number 50 right there, and he catches nothing but iron.
That's the ideal spot. That's the Ovi spot where Caulfield can set up and just rip one-timers all night.
Here's Drouin. Down to Kirby Dach. Dach will curl on the boards with it. Back for Jonathan Drouin. Over to Dach. Dvorak with it. Dvorak for Dach. Hands it off for Drouin. Jonathan Drouin side of the net. Dvorak. Suzuki with a great chance, and Binnington slides across to make the save.
You know, the power play can be debilitating sometimes if you're not getting any momentum from it. You're not getting any good looks from it. That was Marty St. Louis talking to us this morning saying, hey, guys, get negative energy from not being able to perform the power play. You see Caulfield with a good chance. That's a really good look. They get a retrieval there. Dvorak in front of the net. Instead of turning the spin and shoot it, he gets it to Suzuki, who gets his shot partially blocked. Couldn't get enough on it to beat Binnington, but still a couple of good looks nonetheless. Maybe this is a way in which Montreal can build some momentum.
Barbashev comes up with it off the boards and down the ice. Jake Allen will stop it, set it up for Savard. And Savard will lead the rush. Up on the wing, off the skate of Dadonov. He'll track it down. Santini right on him. The power play comes to an end. Evans tried to block it from the point. Joel Edmondson will dump it back into the corner. After it goes Dadonov, got away from Savard, and it's cleared out. And Edmondson has to pick it up for Montreal. He's chased by Barbashev. Savard after the puck. Savard taken the boards by Schenn. Kyrou left it, turned it over. Slavkovsky will skip it right back in as it bounced wide of the net. Parayko hands it off for Mikkola. Schenn at the Montreal line will backhand it in. Harris up the boards for Slavkovsky. Back to Harris. Chased by Brandon Saad. Left it for Kovacevic. Harris trying to get it out. And it is cleared to center as Slavkovsky trying to feed it over, and it's tipped and flies into the seats and out of play. Canadians hoping the power play builds a little momentum in a 2-1 Blues lead on Hockey Night in Canada.
Montreal trying to climb its way out of this 7-game losing streak, and Josh Anderson doing his part, at least so far tonight. He seems to be engaged, involved, using that big frame, his speed, good hands, going to the front of the net. He's had a successful night and battling hard to try and get to the interior. And here's what we saw in the penalty kill. He pickpockets Falk, ends up drawing a penalty on that play. The ensuing power play not successful, but you have to appreciate the efforts of Josh Anderson so far tonight.
Here's Rosen. He'll get it to center. Toropchenko deflects it in. Allen out of the net. A little trouble there, but bails out of it. And now it's Drouin. For Arber Xhekaj. Xhekaj to the Blues line for Pezzetta. Throws it on net. Jordan Binnington will make the stop.
Pretty familiar group behind both benches, but when we look at the St. Louis bench, but an old friend. Craig MacTavish decided to leave us in the broadcasting booth. I hope it had nothing to do with you or I, Bart. Worked on the panel last year with him and Jason Bukala, the quote executive panel at trade deadline. Had a lot of fun doing that. But Mac T, happy to be back coaching with Craig Berube. And you want to talk about experience. If either one of those two says anything, who's going to say no?
Brandon Saad deflecting it off the boards. Caulfield stays right with him. Now it's Schenn that's got it. Up top for Saad, trying to flip it in front. Barbashev comes up with it, throws it in front, all the way to the line. And Mikkola had to stretch forward, and now he'll feed it over to Parayko. Again, Robert Bortuzzo done for the night, lower body injury. Here's Brandon Saad going to the net. So the Blues down to 5 defense here in the start of the second period, and now a high stick clips Kirby Dach. Play continues as Dach tries to collect his belongings and now gets a whistle. As the stick of Barbashev came up and clipped Kirby Dach.
This could be 4.
There was no arm up on the original play, though. There's the high stick.
Yeah, the stick's leveraged off the back end of Harris, and when it does so, it comes up and clips Dach quite dangerously. And the officials will get together here and get it sorted out.
Double minor, high stick on St. Louis being reviewed.
They'll review it. And I think this is because the linesman, I think, saw it. Yeah. And the officials didn't.
There's Dach. Surely he'll get a little rest and get ready to rock in the Montreal power play. You see it slide up the back of Harris as Barbashev was trying to gain position. The stick leveraged off the back of Harris and right up into the grill of Kirby Dach.
Johnny Bear and Carter Sandlak watching the tablet and on the headset of the Situation Room.
And they're all over it. I spent some time in the Situation Room about a month ago, and it's amazing just how on top of everything those guys are. They do such a great job. Surely they would have had this cued and ready to go long before the officials got over there to look at.
After review, it's confirmed. St. Louis 49, 4 minutes, high sticking.
So a big power play opportunity here for the Canadiens.
Yeah, it sure is. And again, we've talked about the struggles all season long. There's another look at it. It catches Dach with a lot of power.
And the Blues saying they want Kirby Dach off the ice to start this power play because he was hurt, and that's what blew the play down. Yep. And that is the right call.
He tried to deke him out.
Didn't work, though.
Hey, man, I got to get a reward for taking the stick in the chops. Can I start the power play at least?
Canadiens built a little bit of momentum on that last power play. Dvorak will take the draw against Noel Acciari. Justin Falk, that one into the corner, got it to the point, off the stick of Drouin out. And Suzuki has to hustle back. Pavel Buchnevich all over him. And Suzuki hands it off as Caulfield will take off with it. Cole Caulfield plays it for Kirby Dach, who's on the ice now with a quick change. Nick Suzuki has Buchnevich to deal with once more. So he'll just take it into the blue zone on his own. Falk cuts him off. Mikkola reversing it on the boards. Buchnevich turned it over. And it's Drouin that'll set it up. Kirby Dach on it. Dach for Drouin. Jonathan Drouin hands it off. Kirby Dach down in front. Suzuki chops it. No chance for Caulfield. Well stopped by Binnington. He reached back with his stick and got a piece of Caulfield's shot with a paddle. Suzuki for Drouin. Drouin left it for Nick Suzuki. To Caulfield. Stopped again by Binnington. Buchnevich will clear it down the ice.
I love it. I love the urgency here. So often you see in the double minor, there's a lot of time, and so everyone's just moving it around, trying to look for the perfect play. Montreal is showing some great urgency here with the first 2 minutes it's been awarded.
Josh Anderson driving down the wing with it. Stops to escape Rosen. Played it on the board. Slavkovsky back to Xhekaj. Quick pass. Armia to Dadonov with it. Dadonov Holds on to the puck. Parayko took it away, and Colton Parayko will clear it down the ice.
It's too bad Dadonov did not see Slafkovsky because there was a stick dropped. And out to get it was the St. Louis player. They just couldn't get the pass over to him.
Here comes Anderson. Josh Anderson down the wing with it. He'll stop, feeds it back of the net, comes around to Armia. Schen's right on him. Armia holding on, being watched by Falk. Armia now met by Schenn. Got it to the point for Jackeye. Over to Slafkovsky. Back for Armia. Armia tried to move the puck for Dadonov. Blocked by Mikkola. Schenn has got it. He'll backhand it down the ice.
Perfect example of keeping things to the outside. Montreal can't get it to the interior.
Jackeye sets it up back of his own net. He'll leave it for Drouin. Top power play unit back out for the Canadiens here with a minute and a half to go with a man advantage. Here comes Drouin. Over to Caulfield. Cole Caulfield feeds it across. Dvorak swings it up the boards for Caulfield. Caulfield to Drouin. Jonathan Drouin moves to the outside, trying to get it in front for Kirby Dach. Tipped away. Suzuki back onto the boards for Dach. Dvorak trying to reach in to pull it out of the pile. Now it's Drouin to Caulfield. He'll hold, changes angles, goes back to Drouin. Suzuki walks in, shoots off the post. Nick Suzuki put it right off the post.
You know, when Nick's going good, that puck goes in off the post. He does it all the time. When you're going bad, it just doesn't work.
Caulfield for Kirby Dach. Over to Nick Suzuki. Suzuki down to Dvorak. Back for Suzuki. 32 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Dach. Ties it. First in 11 games for Kirby Dach, and the power play marker makes it 2-2.
We talked moments ago about trying to get the puck to the interior and how that had been a struggle. This is a shot from distance. Of course, Suzuki hits the post, and now Suzuki has a good look here. The bumper Kirby Dach slides out, gets in a one-time position, and places it perfectly off the post to beat Binnington. Good scanning of the ice here by Suzuki. He draws two defenders. The lane opens up for Kirby Dach, and it is on and off the tape in a hurry for a 2-2 tie.
6 of the season's second power play goal for Kirby Dach. Here's Neighbors bringing it in. His shot gets blocked. Pezetic out of the way. Savard in the corner, and he'll feed it back for Jake Evans. Flipped high in the air. Anderson knocks it down. Neighbors takes it back. Kirby Dach's last goal was December 14th in Ottawa. As Anderson pokes it across for Evans, and he just couldn't get a handle on it. So the power play that builds some momentum for the Canadiens has got the offense feeling a little better, and they have a goal to show for it.
It just uplifts everybody, especially those who've had trouble scoring lately. Nick Suzuki being one of those guys. It just gives you a good positive vibe here moving forward.
Joel Edmondson will feed it across to Savard, who dumps it in. Stop back of the net by Binnington. Falk has got it. Long pass off the boards, and that one goes down the ice, and Jonathan Drouin is hurt in front of the Canadiens bench, as he is down and slow to get up. And I think he got clipped in the nose on the play by a stick.
Yeah, the sticks are flying here tonight.
Well, that's another stick there. Pavel Buchnevich. Again, or sorry, it was Barbashev last time. That time it's
and they're going to call it.
They are going to get it. And it's Nikita Alexandrov that will head to the box here. Canadiens go to the power play.
Yeah, just called up from Springfield, and he clips Drouin on the exit out of the zone. And Berube's looking there and saying, hey, there was no original call on the play. What happened here? How is it that we're a man down again?
So another power play coming up for the Canadians after Kirby Dach gets the high stick. But then he's got something to show for it. The power play goal that's made it 2-2 in Montreal on Hockey Night in Canada. Edmonton in last season's West Conference final tonight. And after hours, we'll feature none other than the Oilers captain, Connor McDavid, following the Avalanche and Oilers on our doubleheader tonight.
And the former Charlottetown Islander, Nikita Alexandrov, gets a stick up into the grill of Jonathan Drouin. That sends him to the ice. Craig Berube saying, hey, we didn't see that. I think he went back and looked at it and realized that indeed it was the thing.
Drouin hands it off to Caulfield. Gave it back for Jonathan Drouin. Caulfield to Nick Suzuki. Suzuki up for Drouin. Hands it back. Suzuki will wait. Goes low. Dvorak in front for Kirby Dach. Buchnevich got to stick it away. Kirby Dach knocks it to the point for Drouin. Jonathan Drouin feeds it for Nick Suzuki. He'll switch spots with Drouin. Suzuki shoots. That goes wide. Dvorak trying to get to it. Knocks it around to Caulfield. Suzuki for Drouin. Jonathan Drouin for Nick Suzuki. Cole Caulfield back for Suzuki. Now Drouin takes his spot at the point. Caulfield for Drouin. He'll fire. Binnington aside. Who's pucking forward. A scramble. And Jordan Binnington will keep it out.
Yeah, Dvorak frustrated. Mikkola did a good job tying up the stick of Dvorak once Binnington had made the stop. You see Binnington standing tall. The puck will get down to the net, and there's Dvorak. He's trying to get his stick on the puck, but he can't because Mikkola does such a great job. Leans on heavily in front of the net. And Dvorak can't get free. Dach's a little late on the scene.
Still 1:07 remaining in the power play. Dvorak won the draw. Drouin will set it up. Nick Suzuki along the blue line, hands it off for Drouin. Back for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki to Jonathan Drouin. Fires, and it's gloved by Binnington.
It's going to be a real challenge to beat Binnington from that kind of distance, regardless of whether it's a one-timer or not. We've seen a couple of those shots. It just hasn't quite worked out. Montreal's had the best success, like most power plays, when you get it to the interior. Look for tips, rebounds, retrievals, try and pull someone out of position. The one and done doesn't make the cut.
Mikkola knocks it back of the goal. Falk has got it. He'll take it for a skate and now send it down the ice. Jake Allen sets it up. Jonathan Drouin will carry it up ice. Leaves it for Nick Suzuki. He'll cross center with speed into the blue zone. Hands it off for Kirby Dach. Pass across, but off the skate of Suzuki. Drouin is there. Suzuki for Drouin. Back for Nick Suzuki. Cross to Jonathan Drouin. Suzuki played it over to Kirby Dach. Dach for Dvorak. For Dach, here's Suzuki. Walking in with it. Dropped it for Drouin. Drouin shoots off of Barbashev. Caulfield in front. Broken up by Brandon Saad. He'll play it off for Barbashev. Who'll take off at center. Got it in over the line. And Barbashev checked by Drouin. Caulfield's got it back. Alexandrov is out of the box. And we're back at 5-a-side with 36 seconds to go in the period.
Pretty good example of why that's such a skill to get pucks through in the power play. You see a lot of defensemen who do it and don't have to get everything on it to be successful at it. Drouin there, difficulty getting a couple of shots through.
Here comes Robert Thomas for St. Louis. Thomas into the slot with a shot. Blocked away by Allen, and he'll send it out of play.
Well, St. Louis scored in the final minute of period number 1, and they're back on the prowl to try and do it here to take a lead into the second intermission. Puck's turned over, and with speed coming back the other way to the St. Louis Blues. Thomas waits, and as the seas part for him, he gets a pretty good shot on goal. Allen blockers it out of play, but still an ozone draw for St. Louis.
Jake Evans lines up against Robert Thomas. Evans won it. Savard will lift it up. Make it down the ice. Icing waved off as Rosen goes around his net. Laid it up the boards. Buchnevich for Jordan Kyrou. Kyrou tried a shot. Savard got in the way. Knocked to the corner by Evans. So an entertaining second period as the Canadians outshoot St. Louis 10-4. Armia and Doc, the goal scorers for Montreal. Toropchenko for the Blues. Jeff and Elliott coming up with Ron and 32 thoughts in our second intermission on Hockey Night in Canada.
Jeff, that was special. And Dennis Williams, he was nice to the referees at the World Juniors. He said, because I had no voice for half the tournament run. So welcome to the club, Elliott Friedman. We're going to reset the trade deadline, some big names.
All right, you want to just take a look at the overall list, Jeff? First?
Okay, so we put together, so we're going to, as Ron mentioned, reset the sort of list here. Here we are in the new year, eyes on the trade deadline March 3rd, and possible trade targets we're going to be looking at in the next few weeks, Elliott. We've talked a lot about some of these players, starting with Bo Horvat of Vancouver.
Look, I don't think there's anything imminent here. I think the Canucks will go back to Horvat one more time to see if they can make a deal. I think it's extremely unlikely. As we've mentioned before, they don't want to go more than what they did with JT Miller, so I think it's unlikely that happens. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of interest. One team, guys, I've wondered about potentially getting into this is one of the teams in our early games that's taken big steps this year, the Seattle Kraken.
A lot of people have talked about Colorado with Bo Horvat. We'll see what happens there. Just a quick note, and this one's for you, Kevin Biex. I know you love your Chychrun updates. He's on our list, Arizona. The one thing that's pretty obvious now to everybody, and Elliott, they are in no hurry to do a deal. They're looking for three big pieces. Essentially, they're looking for a young prospect. They're looking for a first-round pick. Plus, maybe that's another first-rounder or an equivalent thereof. But again, Arizona is in no hurry to do this one. Elliott, that gets us to Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews.
Well, in Chicago, we knew that once the calendar flipped, at some point in time, Kane and Toews would sit down and they would let them know the Blackhawks of their intentions. As far as I can tell, that has not occurred yet. They haven't nailed down what they're considering doing. Now, there has been now one hiccup here, and that is that Kane was injured this week and missed a game. The hope is he's going to play tomorrow against the Calgary Flames. There are some rumblings that he may need something, that he may have something that might need to be cleaned up at some time. But again, the hope is that he's going to be able to play through it.
All right, hang in there. Left defenseman for the Edmonton Oilers.
Look, I know the Oilers fans, they talk about this a lot, like how soon is this going to happen? I don't think there's anything imminent here. I think the Oilers are looking around the league to see what could be available to them. I think one of the things they have told other teams they want to do is they want to give Broberg a chance to play for a little while. They don't want it to be just a 1, 2, or 3 game thing. I think they really want to give them a bit of a run and see what they've got before they make any permanent decisions on the future of the left side of their D.
Earlier tonight, talking about Morgan Barron scoring the empty net goal for Winnipeg in a big victory against Tampa. He won their skills competition, fastest skater. Let's look ahead. You've been discussing it on the podcast. Some of the things we can look forward to at All-Star.
All-Star, February 3rd and 4th in Sunrise, Florida. And right now the fan voting is underway. I'm stumping for Ryan Pulock. Get him in the hardest shot. That would be glorious. These are some of the things that the National Hockey League and the Players Association are negotiating right now for some of the skills competitions. One, there's this idea, Steve Mayer of the NHL talked to us in Boston about this as well at Fenway, the idea of a dunk tank on the beach. And the way this would work for the skills, a couple of different concepts are bouncing around. One of them would have 2 dunk tanks beside each other, a number of targets, 2-player teams. You hit all your targets, the other player gets dunked, and vice versa. We'll see where that one goes.
I'm so for this.
I love the idea.
I so badly want to see this.
I'm not so sure that a lot of the players will go for it. I think some of them will. We'll see. Also, and many of you watching and hearing this one will say, oh, this is Happy Gilmore all over again. There will be some type of hybrid golf hockey event as well. And listen, we've talked on the podcast, Ron and Elliott, a number of different times about this idea of doing some type of competition with alligators and shooting frozen meat pucks, or as someone in the NHL told me, they're called burgers, Jeff. Shooting frozen burgers at alligators. We'll see where this one goes. The NHL is being very hush-hush on this one. I'm not sure. Ron, you want to take the obvious one? Alligators.
Yeah, no, it's a crock. You want me to say that? I think Wayne Gretzky, Dustin Johnson, I can't wait for them to jointly enter that competition. Okay, we're only about 60 seconds,
okay,
so
we'll go
really
quick.
neat top 10 on value.
Okay, yeah, so we're all looking for value contracts. GM's looking for value contracts. Who is providing value? This is always interesting to do a couple of times a year. This is the top 10 put together by Steve Fellon of Sportsnet Stats. So this is points earned per dollar spent, and Tage Thompson comes in at number 1 of the Buffalo Sabres. Don't forget, forget, he's still on his old contract, so $1.4 million there. His new deal kicks in next season. Bunting, Velarde, all the way down to Zach Parise, who's on the league minimum, $750. You'll see Daniel Sprong in there. He scored a goal tonight for Seattle. Zach Parise is trending towards 20 goals. Circling back to Bunting, Ron checked with his agent Paul Capizano tonight. Still no discussion between him and the Maple Leafs on a contract extension. He's a free agent.
Shane Wright going to be traded?
He will, absolutely. The Kingston Frontenacs will be moving him. He was fielding offers all day long. It's his decision where he wants to go. The strong speculation is, again, the London Knights.
Olin Zellweger?
That's a big one, and this may be a big trade. He plays for the Everett Silvertips of the Western Hockey League. Speculation is he could end up in Kamloops, and I'm hearing all kinds of wild prices as well, Ron. Maybe as high as 4 first-rounders plus. This one could be this one could be a big one.
Again, a huge congratulations to Dennis Williams and Team Canada.
Yes.
He's in Everett working on trade deadline 3 days away. Okay, Kraft Hockeyville's back for 2023. Sydney, Nova Scotia won it last year. They will be honored in September. We're working a little bit back because of the COVID pandemic, obviously, but Elsipogtog First Nation in New Brunswick and Twillingate, Newfoundland took center stage this year.
This community means everything to me. Since Twillingate's won Kraft Hockeyville, this community, it's like it's breathed new life into it again.
We're a huge hockey community, and I think the biggest thing for us was the winning of $250,000. You know, our arena was in desperate need of upgrades, and I think it's great that we can just continue to have the arena open for many years to come.
I think Kraft Hockeyville is important to the communities because it revitalizes the rink, and I think it's a great initiative. It's just so much fun for everybody.
We're so thankful to everyone at Kraft Hockeyville.
Kraft Hockeyville has impacted my community in such a positive way. It brought back a sense of hope. It's bringing back hockey to our community.
We're excited to get the games going here. We're excited to, see the newer memories made here. There's so much to go.
What Kraft is doing to get this arena back up and running for not only the kids, but the adults. Hockey's a big part of our community in Canada. It makes a difference.
Nomination period for your community is now open till February the 19th. Again, Kraft Hockeyville champion will receive an NHL game for the community plus $250,000 in arena upgrades. For more information, go to krafthockeyville.ca. Mention Thomas Milic, Team Canada's sensational goaltender. Mom Stephanie is from Lumbee, British Columbia. That's where you find the Pat Duke Memorial Arena. They started out to honor Pete Cat, and they ended up raising $3 million to go along with the $250. Beautiful results. Kraft Hockeyville, Lumbee, BC, a couple of years ago.
Yesterday's hustle.
First on Mitchell Marner gets to 500 points.
Oh, I thought I was talking about Chychrun and Shane Wright. Oh, wait, that was Jeff Merrick again. Mitch Marner, 500th career point. We're all waiting for it. He finally did it tonight. And in typical Marner fashion, a cerebral play. And Matthews with the one-timer misses it. But Marner's ready from the bad angle. One times this in. That's a goal scorer's goal. Holds the celly. Everyone's happy. 500 points. Over to you, Kel.
All right. Well, the big story coming in was Samsonov, right? And how is he going to play the Leafs goaltending? And he hasn't had a lot of work, 18 shots he's faced, but he, Chris and Craig were talking about. Keefe said they need to get a save, and watch this timely save. This is exactly what you're looking for. Just a battle save, right? It's not the most pretty save you'll ever see, but that's what you're looking for from your goaltender. Why is that important? Because 4 minutes later, John Tavares scores to give the Leafs a 2-1 lead, and that's how it's done, Kev.
Oh, so Tavares has been good. Solid in front of the net, putting the effort in. But if you switch over to the Ottawa-Seattle game, Seattle's up in that one. One player who's been very noticeable for Seattle this year is the play of Matty Beniers. And he's got goals in 3 straight games, including the one tonight. But you look at what he's been for an addition to Seattle. Here's a guy, a high pick in the draft, high expectation, has come in, has been really solid in two-way games. But the big thing has been puck possession for him. I mean, for Seattle to not have to chase the puck as much as they did last year. Great positioning on the goal tonight, the effort. We know he has offensive touch, but for him, the addition of Burakovsky as well, these are two guys who have great control of the puck that helps Seattle tremendously.
You're so right, Jen. So I was lucky. I covered his first ever NHL game in Calgary last April, and the first thing that really grabbed my attention is two-way game. So there are other great skilled young players like Zegras and everything. Beniers is different. He really reminds me of Ron Francis.
And you look, so then we'll just sort of shift gears into the Montreal game. Montreal finally did get a power play goal. It's been an area of their game that's been a little difficult. They finally got a power play goal tonight. Other guys need to elevate. Slavkovsky, Anderson. If they're playing high in the lineup, they have to get more from these guys.
Nick Suzuki with a helper on that going to the All-Star game. Kirby Dach gets it. And Yoel Armia, who you always enjoy, now goals in back-to-back games. That's good news. Speaking of Calgary native Cale Makar won a Calder Trophy and many others. He's getting ready for Edmonton. That's later tonight on Hockey Night.
Hey, Sam.
Combined for 6 goals, 4 so far through 40 minutes of play tonight here in Montreal in the 2-2 game where, Sam, the Canadiens offense got a little momentum out of their power play. They have a power play goal. They're feeling good, but they're facing a good goaltender in Jordan Binnington, who's made a couple of big saves for the Blues tonight.
This thing might have been out of reach if it wasn't for Binnington's play. And while it's only been 21 shots, he's faced a lot of high danger opportunities from the Montreal Canadiens, and it got started early in the game. Good backhand in tight. Here's one from right down Broadway. That didn't work out. Dvorak driving the net. Then you see Dvorak to the middle of the ice. Suzuki couldn't get all of it on it. Ran in front. Dvorak can't get to the rebound. Neither can Kirby Dach. A pretty good sampling so far of the 19 saves for Jordan Binnington.
Canadiens trying to get their 7-game winless streak snapped here tonight for a victory back at home. There's Barbashev along the boards. Schen's got it, sends it to the point. Got away from Mikola out. He'll dump it back in. Kovacevic is on it. There's Kovacevic to Cole Caulfield. He'll dump it in. Binnington out of the net. Plays it around the boards. Kirby Dach out of the way. Schenn can't get it by. Suzuki number 50 in his career for Cole Caulfield.
Bartz, you're a former goalie, and you know how important it is to stop those rims behind the net and then distribute them properly. When Binnington can't do that and he goes up to the strong side, the puck's turned over and immediately gets back to the interior. We've been talking about that all game long. And when it does so, Caulfield is there to bear it. He's the last guy in Montreal you want to see with that much time in front of the net. But a good job here by Montreal to get in the forecheck. Just a fortuitous bounce. In front of the net it goes, and Caulfield has the Montreal Canadiens up 1 here early in the third.
36 seconds into the period. His 23rd goal of the year. He had 23 in 67 games last year. This is game number 40 in the season for Montreal. And the puck will rattle around the boards and get all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call.
Well, the legend of Cole Caulfield continues to grow here for the Montreal Canadiens. And if you look at this graphic here, going back to Jean Beliveau, in 117 career games, Beliveau had 55 goals. Cole Caulfield has 50. That's some pretty heady company. Now, obviously, a long way to go. But one thing the young man does, and does it proficiently, is put it into the back of the net.
And make that 14 goals in 18 home games for Cole Caulfield this season. Puck went off the foot of Savard, and it comes back for Buchnevich, who left it to Jordan Kyrou. Pavel Buchnevich with it. Back to the point. Falk shoots. Allen trying to find it through the traffic. Buchnevich up with it. Hands it off. Mikola's shot. That one off of Allen, snuck wide, but Joel Edmondson will come up with it. He'll play it off for Slavkovsky, who sends it down the ice. Binnington out of the net. Now Mikola up for Falk. Justin Falk will lift it in, and Jake Allen will play it around for Joel Edmondson, who feeds it right back to Savard. Savard has a look around, hangs onto the puck. Bounce pass up ahead for Jake Evans. They'll leave it for Dadonov. Kenny Dadonov snaps it across the ice as it's picked up by Toropchenko, who will take off with it. Toropchenko It's the breaks. Dumps it off back of the net for Tyler Pittman. He'll leave it. Alexandrov tried to get in front. Comes back to Rosen. Shot right open side of the net, and he scores. Nikita Alexandrov with his first NHL goal. And he's tied the game at 3.
Impressive stuff for the former Charlottetown Islander, who took a penalty that led to a power play goal for Montreal in the second period. He makes amends for that. Good job getting it to the front of the net, but when it goes all the way back to the point, Alexandrov just stays net side and waits for it. And it comes right to him. Into the back of the net it goes. Man, it's a 3-3 game here, and up to this point it's been a pretty tidy defensive game for Montreal. Here Weidman just leaves his check for a sec, and Alexandrov makes him pay.
The goals coming less than 2 minutes apart. And Nikita Alexandrov in his 12th NHL game with his first NHL goal. Picked up an assist earlier in the game for his second career point. His first point was an assist on November 16th in Chicago.
Fourth line getting it done for St. Louis.
And now we've got a holding call against Pizzetta, and he'll go to the box, and the Blues will go to the power play.
Well, good work. St. Louis just keeps coming. And as a result of that, it's Pizzetta. He's with the cherry behind the net and just holds him. He wraps that arm around him, the stick's in front of him, and right away, as soon as the wrap is committed, the penalty is called. Pizzetta goes to the box for holding, and St. Louis now trying to build the momentum off of the tying goal. And pretty cool for Alexandrov. Bit of a interesting story. A September 16th birthday made him the oldest player available in the 2019 draft out of the Charlottetown Islanders program.
Kelly Rosen picking up an assist on the Alexandrov goal. That's 5 points in the last 7 games for him as he's been on a bit of a tear. And the Blues are on the power play. Dustin Falk will lead it out. Buchnevich dumps it back to Robert Thomas. Thomas hands it out for Buchnevich. Over to Schenn. Schenn looks to the net. Laid it off for Thomas. Back to the point for Falk. Kyrou, little give and go with Justin Falk. Now Thomas with it. Thomas to Falk. Laid across. Kyrou shoots. Backs in Allen. And the puck is picked up and cleared down the ice by DeBoer. Dustin Falk drops it back. Here comes Kyrou with speed down the wing. Knocked down by Edmondson as Savard goes after in the corner. Joel Edmondson in to help out. He's pinned to the boards by Kyrou. Robert Thomas trying to pull it away from everyone's feet. Armia there as well. Now it comes free. Back to the point. Here's Falk. Sends it over to Buchnevich. Fan on his pass. Savard to the line. Knocked down by Falk. Justin Falk to Pavel Buchnevich. Played over to Robert Thomas. Thomas back for Buchnevich. Off his stick. Buchnevich. Checked by Evans. Goes down to Schenn. Here's Schenn for Thomas. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Thomas, little back pass for Justin Falk, who will skate it in. Falk trying to get it in front. They do, and they score. Pavel Buchnevich on the doorstep. Snaps it home, and the Blues get their lead back.
Not only the first line here for St. Louis, but also their first power play. And they have been an effective group since reuniting, thanks to the injuries to Tarasenko and O'Reilly. Got that 2 net front presence. Schenn slips to the side of the net. He becomes an option, and as the puck slips out to the middle to Buchnevich, he releases it in a hurry. And it goes off the stick of Edmondson, ends up right on the tape. Watch this pass out to the front. Edmondson is there. It goes off of his stick, and that's what sends it back to Buchnevich in perfect position. Unfortunate break there for Edmondson. A fortunate break for the St. Louis Blues.
After Cole Caulfield gave the Canadians their first lead of the game, 36 seconds into this third period. The Blues with a couple of goals, and they have the lead back.
Yeah, we're 4:55 into this third frame, and there's been all kinds of action. I think you talked about it, John, during the intermission, the fact that when these teams combine, 6 or plus goals is pretty much a guarantee, and it didn't look that way tied through 2-2 after 2 periods. It sure looks that way now at 7 combined for the 2 clubs.
15 straight road games for the Blues now, with both teams combining for at least 6 goals in the game.
That's happened with both of these goaltenders known for that over the course of this year.
Barbashev for Saad. Back to the line. Mikkola is there. He'll dump it off for Noel Acciari. Acciari in the corner being watched by Nick Suzuki. Barbashev just ran into his own man. Acciari even knocked his stick out of his hands. Kovacevic lays it up for Cole Caulfield. Off the board, Kirby Dach has got it. Worked it over to Nick Suzuki. Suzuki and over the line with it. Feeds it down to Caulfield and Clark trying to connect with Kirby Dach. Harris has to back out at center.
Good awareness on the part of Parayko. He followed Dach all the way to the net. He felt that there's something might be cooking, and a good net drive by Dach. He just couldn't get a stick on it.
Harris takes his time with it. Pitlick keeps an eye on him. Now it is Arber Xhekaj that'll go up the boards and out to center. Slafkovsky deflects it in the blue zone, but Kelly Rosen has got it back. Pass ahead, off the stick of Alexandrov. Out of the net is Jake Allen. Pushed it around the wing. Toropchenko came in, but Slafkovsky put it off the foot of Anderson. It kicked right back for Toropchenko. He couldn't get a shot. Josh Anderson has it once more. Into the blue zone. Anderson shoots. That one missed. Comes back to the point for Arber Xhekaj. He'll feed it over to Weidman. In front, Slafkovsky spins, throws it towards the net. It's back. Great chance for the Dvorak. Just hopped over his stick. Had a wide open net right in front of him.
Weidman with a smart read to go down there. Was frantic in the St. Louis end. Weidman took hold of it, got it out front to Dvorak. Puck just over his stick.
Here comes Kyrou. Jordan Kyrou stopped inside the Montreal line. Evans had his pocket picked by Thomas. Savard up with it. Now Edmondson trying to play it, put it off the leg of Buchnevich. Joel Edmondson will take off with it. He's going to lead the rush. Edmondson feeds it across, Dadonov holds on around the net. Armia swings, scores! Tie game again. Are you having fun yet tonight?
This is tremendous. What great entertainment here in this third period of play. And the one shot you thought for sure was in by Evans, but then Montreal did a good job to keep its composure, keep playing. Armia, who went forever without a goal, now has 3 in his last 2. Good patience by Dadonov there just to work it around, wait, get everyone pulled out of position. Binnington's on the ice, he can't recover in time, and when he does, it's too late.
So it's a 4-4 game. Here's Barbashev.
This was just 2-2 a minute ago.
It was just 2-2. Yeah. He's on the board now. Here's Rosen. Across the frame inside. Trying to feed it back, and it was into the feet of Barbashev. Thrown on net, and Jake Allen makes the stop. It's one of those nights where it wouldn't be a surprise that Yoel Armia goes all season without a goal and then ends up with a hat trick after getting a goal Thursday night against the Rangers. It would not be a surprise at all if that happened tonight.
It's amazing how confidence can waver like that at this level, but that's more often than not, that's the case. It's just an issue of confidence.
Now down the wing, Neighbors with a backhand, stopped by Allen. Puck picked up, side of the net. Josh Lebo trying to jam it in, but Allen had the pad down, and Slafkovsky will take off with it. Hands it off and centered for Anderson. Slafkovsky after the puck in the corner. Mikkola in there as well. He'll bump into him as Falk plays it up to the line off the stick of Joel Edmondson and back into the Canadian zone. Arbor Jacki for Dvorak, and he'll feed it back, and the Canadians take their time.
So good when this building gets going. You've got to love it.
Here's Jonathan Drouin tipping it in the blue zone, knocked down by Parayko. Weidman off the bench to pick up the puck. Got it back at center for Drouin. Weidman for Jacki. Up the wing for Pezzetta. Can't get it in over the blue line, so Jacki will go to the far side for Weidman. He has some space, comes into the wing, trying to shot it with block. Drouin back to the net, right in front for Yoel Armia.
You're trying to work
that.
it.
That was Richard. That was Richard. But hey, Cole Caulfield got the Canadians going. The Blues got their lead back. And Armia's second of the night has us tied 4-4 midway through the third.
Yoel Armia had not had a goal in his first 26 games of the year, and against the Rangers the other night, he picks up the lone marker for Montreal on a 4-1 loss. A pretty good celebration there. Like, wow, this is nice. And, oh, hey, I've done that before. No real celly there. And then this time around, he looks to the heavens once again. You're trying to manifest that hat trick, Bart.
One career hat trick for Yoel Armia back in 2019 against the Rangers. 9th career 2-goal game tonight. His first since February 25th, 2021 against the Winnipeg Jets. There's Brandon Saad. Down in the corner, Barbashev played it back in the net. Harris up on the wing. Kirby Dach has got it. Tried to feed it over to Caulfield, broken up by Barbashev. Harris to Caulfield. Up at center, Kirby Dach. Hands it off for Nick Suzuki. Played around the boards. Caulfield goes after it. He is checked by Shen. Mikkola up onto the wing, and Barbashev has got it. Brandon Saad trying to chop it in. Stopped by Kovacevic. Here's Harris as we cross the midway mark of the third. Armia for Dadonov. Down the wing shoots. Stopped by Binnington. Gordon Kyrou will play it up for Buchnevich. And now it's Robert Thomas with it. Thomas tried to drop it back. It was tipped away. Kyrou fires, and it's gloved by Jake Allen, and he holds on. 4-4 the score in Montreal on a Saturday night on Hockey Night in Canada. Tonight as a Colorado Avalanche in Edmonton to face the Oilers, and then following the game after hours will feature Connor McDavid coming up tonight on Hockey Night in Canada. What a night here so far. What a third period. 4-4 game.
What a blast. 2-2 coming into the period. Montreal had held St. Louis to 13 shots, and then things broke out wild here. First 5 minutes, super exciting here on a Saturday night at the Bell Center.
Here comes Armia with it. Yoel Armia. Flipped it up ahead for Dvorak. He'll backhand it in. Fed around the boards. Cut off at the point by Savard. Throws it towards the net. Stopped by Binnington. Rebound and Armia rolled it wide. Falk will clear it out. Savard trying to play. Knocked it away from Kyrou. Buchnevich to Robert Thomas. Thomas trying to go to the net. And he was stopped by Joel Edmondson, and the puck is cleared back to the blue zone. Falk chased by Dadonov. Moves it up for Thomas through center. Josh Anderson will retrieve it. Savard. Pass ahead for Anderson. Josh Anderson knocked down. Had the puck, trying to slide it back to the Dvorak. Mikkola up onto the wing. Josh Leivo will force it out at center. Canadians get it back. It's Jonathan Drouin trying to get it over Anderson. He's got it himself. Josh Anderson puts it home. Canadians get the lead back. It's 5-4.
What a circus. This third period has just been brilliant and entertaining. Maybe not a coach's dream, but surely entertaining. Jonathan Drouin tries to get this pass across. When it doesn't happen, it gets blocked by the stick of Santini and ends up right back on Drouin's stick. So he continues to move forward with it. And a great job here by Anderson. He was not leaving. He stopped right at the net. He out-duels Levo. The puck comes right to him, and at the very last second, he tucks it in. Drouin might have thought that he had it. He looked at Anderson, and Anderson said, I'll take the first parade lap to the bench. Thank you very much. Drouin doesn't have one this year. Would have been nice for him to get it. Let's look. Ooh.
I think he taps it right on the line.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's close. The parallax view, as they like to remind me of. Now, if you're Anderson, don't you just give it to Drouin to give him his first of the year?
Wow. You might want to. Right now, it's Anderson's goal. That's the official scoring on it. Now it is the Blues that'll bring it back as Barbashev try to feed it for Saad. Goes in front of the net, cleared away by Suzuki. Parayko jumps up on it. His backhand goes wide. Kovacevic up the boards. Rosen back to Barbashev. Pass behind the net, cut off by Harris. Cole Caulfield to the line. Parayko with it. He'll throw it towards the net. That's oh, they're giving it to Jonathan Drouin at the minute, or at the moment at least. Kirby does check back of the goal. Caulfield's got it. Trying to play it back for Donkeys without a stick. And now it is cleared ahead as the Blues are on it. Brandon Saad will get it to the line. He'll play it in. Jake Allen hands it off. Armia works it up ahead. That is cut off at center. Pitlick back in, snaps it towards the goal. It goes wide. Toropchenko for Pitlick back to the goal. Savard after it in the corner. Armia will clear it out. Toropchenko picks it up for St. Louis.
This is where we're going to see the fragility of this Montreal Canadiens team that's lost 7 in a row. Can they now move forward and close this thing out?
Both of these teams, the Canadiens and the Blues, have very good records in one-goal games this year, which doesn't mean they have to be low-scoring one-goal games. Arbor Xhekaj will flip it up ahead for Dadonov. He'll send it down the ice. Anderson racing after it. That'll be an icing call.
Desjardins Financial Group. All heart for community hockey and the people who make it happen.
Well, here's after the goal. Drouin's looking like, do I got it? Do I got it? Do I got it? Anderson comes over. He's getting the hug. And you see Drouin. He looks over at Anderson and saying, who's going first to the bench? Drouin's still happy to at least get a point if he didn't get the goal. Currently, it's been announced as Drouin's first of the year.
His last goal was January 1st of last year in Florida. And now here's Rosen with it. He'll snap it towards it and it goes wide. Falk dumps it off for Robert Thomas. Dadonov checks Thomas in the corner. Kyrou over to help out. Now it's Arbor Xhekaj. And he'll get it up to center and backhand it in. Jordan Binnington stops it back in the net. Here's Edmondson playing it across for Savard. Back to Joel Edmondson. Long pass ahead. Grabbed by Kirby Dach as he'll turn away from Parayko. Dumps it off back of the goal. Falk after to the corner. Tangled up with Caulfield. It'll come to center as Savard goes after it. And he'll play it back into the blue zone. Now here comes Brandon Saad. Hands it off for Schenn. He'll stop. Turns. Drops it off for Parayko. Broken up. And it is cleared away by Nick Suzuki. Mikula for Parayko. Brandon Saad into the wing with it. Suzuki hands it off for Savard. And Savard will leave it. And the Canadiens take their time and they'll get a change. Under 5 minutes to go in the third.
I think the best approach here is to play to win. Don't play like you're trying not to lose. Play to win.
Armia cleared it to center. Santini will step up on the plane, dump it back in. Joel Edmondson got it hard around the boards for Jonathan Drouin. And it is banked in by Evans. Out of the net is Bennington. Santini to center. Tried to get it up for Achari. Now Neighbors will carry it in. Here comes Neighbors. Forced wide by Harris. Takes it around the goal. Drops it off in the corner for Josh Olivo. Back to Neighbors. Hands it up for Mikkola. Over to Parayko, whose shot goes wide. Drouin trying to catch up to it. He'll get to the point, not out, but Harris follows up. And he'll get it to center. Then he's up in front of the Blues bench.
Duran getting a spin out there with Armia and Evans replacing Dadonov on that line.
Buchnevich carries it back in for St. Louis. Kyrou tried a shot. It was blocked. Joel Edmondson will clear it out. Santini banked it off the board, turned it over to Slavkovsky, who coughs it up to Kyrou. Broke up the pass, and now Jordan Kyrou will get it to center. No further. Edmondson again will stop and dump it back in. Dvorak reaching for it. Savard backs up with it. Canadians taking their time here. Savard for Nick Suzuki. Back to Joel Edmondson. Edmondson will feed it up on the wing as Suzuki tips it in. Santini after the puck goes around back of his own net. Falk up the boards off the stick of Kirby Dach. Tyler Pitlick will slide it over to Santini. Santini dumps it in. Jake Allen stops it. Allen will play it. Cut off by Toropchenko. Toropchenko back of the goal. Kovacevic after it. He'll get it across to Kirby Dach. Long feed. Too far for Caulfield. They'll hustle after it. Nice and waved off. Caulfield now tied up with Parayko. Kirby Dach trying to take it away from the skates of Alexandrov. Dach in there as well. Good work here by Dach and Caulfield. Trying to keep it down low. Now Jake Evans up with it. Back to the point. Kovacevic takes the shot. It's off a stick and it's over the glass and out of play with 2:13 to go in the third. And does Jonathan Drouin have the game winner for the Canadians? We'll find out when we return on Hockey Night in Canada.
Game here, 2-2 going into the third period, but that changed in a hurry as Cole Caulfield opened the scoring in the third with his 23rd. Nikita Alexandrov with his first career NHL goal. The Blues would then take the lead, only to have it denied off the post and into the net. It goes Yoel Armia with his second of the game, and Jonathan Drouin getting credit for this one, even though it was Anderson who helped it across the line. He was shocked. It's been literally a year since Drouin has scored. Drouin, Anderson, Montreal will take it either way.
Robert Thomas reaching forward at center, couldn't get to it. Armia on it. He'll dump it back in. Bennington knocks it down off the glass. He's getting ready to go to the St. Louis bench. Blues lead the league in win percentage, and one-goal games are 8-0-3. The Canadians are third, 10-1-3. So like we said, they're both good at one-goal games. Doesn't matter how many are scored. Bennington's on the bench. Extra attacker out for St. Louis. Kyrou to Schenn. Schenn goes to the point for Falk. Played it across. Buchnevich let it go. Thomas back for Buchnevich. Over to Falk. To Buchnevich. Down to Robert Thomas. Pass across. Schenn with a chance. Allen got a piece of it. Buchnevich for Falk. Falk over to Schenn. All kinds of traffic in front. Kyrou to Schenn. Now back to the point for Falk. Falk slides it across. Buchnevich fires. It's blocked. Thomas after it, back of the goal, picked up. Joel Edmondson got it to the point, and Falk will keep it in. Here's Schenn, down to Kyrou, back up for Schenn. Falk up the leg and wide. Final minute now here in the third. Thomas up with it. He'll go down to Kyrou, back for Robert Thomas. Thomas Has a look around, gives it for Kyrou. Got away from him. Schenn is on it. Slides it back to Falk. Justin Falk onto the boards for Schenn. Watched by Dadonov. Falk has got it. Played the Buchnevich shot. Blocked by Savard. Armia up with a puck. Broken stick as he tried to clear it. Saad. Now Falk. Off for Schenn. Armia without a stick. Schenn goes down low for Kyrou. 22 seconds left. Robert Thomas in the corner. Pass goes off the skate of the official. Armia trying to clear without a stick. Falk at the line. Kicked it in. Saad is there. Got it down low. Robert Thomas back in front. Falk can't reach it. 8 seconds left. Here's Schenn. One last push for the Blues. Pass across. Tucked away by Armia. Falk shoots. The 7-game winless slide for the Canadiens ends, and their first Saturday night at home in 2023 is a victory, and the fans are celebrating a wild game.
Well, you know, a 4-1 loss Thursday night to New York, but they did feel they played better, the Montreal Canadiens. And I know St. Louis had some concerns. Maybe this is a trap game or a team returning home after a long stretch away, coming back home and feeling comfortable. St. Louis was worried coming in to this game, and as it turns out, Montreal gets it done.
Jake Allen beats his former team. The Canadiens now 11-1-3 in one-goal games this year as they beat the Blues, as we send you to Toronto for the Red Wings and Leafs with Chris Cuthbert and Craig Simpson.
Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events.